Let's get ready to rumble! We are in the battle royale for who owns intelligence. The largest AI companies are choosing sides in a fight over who gets to control advanced intelligence. NVIDIA, Microsoft, Meta, OpenAI, Google, IBM, Mistral, Hugging Face, and dozens of others are supporting open-weight AI, and they've petitioned the government. Anthropic and Amazon, however, notably absent. To understand this fight, I'm going to break it down in 5 ways. Number 1, what happened? Number 2, what model weights actually are. Number 3, what your AI is accumulating around you. Number 4, why open models may or may not create a real safety problem or not. Number 5, how every company's position, of course, connects to what it sells. This is Who Owns Intelligence? Hats are being thrown into the ring. Jensen Huang joined X last month, and his first post ever was not about a chip. It promoted a policy letter about who gets to control intelligence. On July 24th, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Meta, IBM, Mistral, Hugging Face, and 19 other juggernaut organizations urged Washington to avoid premature restrictions on open-weight AI models. The original letter had 25 signatories. The current list includes more than 70 organizations, including the big dogs: OpenAI, Google, AMD, GitHub, Cloudflare, SpaceX, Cisco, CrowdStrike, and Linux Foundation. Anthropic and Amazon, as previously noted, remain a little bit absent. The letter's argument, you ask? Well, advanced AI should not exist exclusively behind a few corporate platforms. Companies, universities, researchers, governments, and individuals should also be able to download models, modify them, and run them on infrastructure they control. This is the policy fight of all policy fights, because restrictions on downloadable models would determine who can possess advanced AI. Not only who can access it through an app or an interface, it also determines whether smaller companies can build on existing intelligence without spending hundreds of millions of dollars training a model from scratch. So I want you to think about the AI market moving into ownership. Model capability still matters. That hasn't gone away. However, control over the model, the infrastructure, and the intelligence built around it now is on the table. Before you decide which side is right or wrong, you need to understand 3 definitions. All right? We're talking about closed AI, open weight AI, and open source AI. They are not interchangeable. It can get a little bit confusing. However, I'm going to bridge that gap for you. I'm going to break down what model weights actually are and what you receive at each level of access. Let's break down the technical differences between the 3 major access models, and you can have some skin in this game: closed, open weight, and open source. Those are 3 very distinct AI access levels. The OpenAI debate becomes so very confusing because people use the 3 different terms as though they mean the same thing, which they do not. First, let's talk about model weights. What a model weight is. During training, an artificial neural network adjusts billions or sometimes hundreds of billions of numerical parameters. Those parameters are called weights. What do weights do? Well, they encode the patterns the model learned, and then they shape how it processes an input and produces an output. The weights are the trained core of any given model. The 3 access levels, let's break those down. The first one, closed AI, means you access the model through the provider's app or API. The provider keeps the weights private. It controls the available model, the pricing, the usage policies, the capacity, the updates, and where processing actually occurs. That's important. You can build on the service. You do not possess the underlying model. The second level, open weight AI. It means the trained weights are released. Subject to the license and technical requirements, you can download the model. You can run it on your own hardware, private cloud. You could study its behavior. You can modify it and fine-tune it for specific use. You receive the trained model. You generally do not receive the complete training pipeline, the full training data set, or enough information to reproduce exactly how the model was created. The third level, open source AI, and it goes further than the other two. The open source initiative says users need the practical ability to use, study, modify, and share the system. That requires access to the preferred form for making modifications, including relevant code and meaningful information about the training, data, and the process. Very, very few frontier models actually satisfy that complete standard. All right. The current industry letter is about defending open weights. That is the middle category I just described to you. You receive the trained model, you do not receive the complete recipe, if you will, that produced it. That distinction matters because open weights give you operational control without giving you complete training transparency. So what I need you to think about is what open actually means. So several questions you could ask yourself. Can you download it? Can you run it yourself? Can you modify it? Can you audit how it's trained? Can you reproduce it? Those are very different levels of ownership. You need to be aware of them because the model itself is only one part of what your AI system may eventually contain. So now that you understand the three different levels, we need to separate the base model from memory, data, workflows, and decision logic that make an AI system valuable.